When I had first moved out here, I made sure to bring a sufficient supply of blankets for us to get through the winter. But I feel like having more is just that much better. So I had grabbed a little haul the other day at the store. It was at Walmart, and they had these quilts, queen size quilts for $29. Now, they're not as nice as some of the other thicker ones I have, but those ones were also 2 or 3 times the price, and some even more. But you can see these aren't unattractive. These aren't pieced in block tops like a nicer quilt has. It's just printed the same way that the backing would be. But there's still the quilting in here you can see to hold the batting in place, and they're decent quality for what they are. They're good for layering. Layering blankets is just like layering clothing. It really helps keep you warm. It's about creating more airspace between you and each layer. And you can probably even find stuff like this even cheaper if you go to a thrift store or something. I don't have the time for that, especially since I've got brood out in the van. So, and I don't even like going to Walmart anyways. So when I do, it's like a resupply mission where I'm trying not to get killed, captured, or indoctrinated. I go in there, I already have planned out what I want, what route I'm going to take through the store, get everything, check out, and hopefully within 15 minutes I'm getting back out to the van. Um, Plus, it's a long trip for me. I mean, the nearest Walmart is a 45-minute drive, and then in the other direction, it's about an hour. So I'm generally, if I'm going to make that kind of drive, I'm going to hit the nearby stores too for whatever I need. And these are okay. I bought 3 of them, which I thought for the price it really helped. And then the last few nights we've been using them. I just threw them on top of us on the blankets we had been using. And, at first it feels weird being buried under 4 or 5 blankets, but when you just get warm instantly within 30 seconds, it starts to feel really good and make sense. So I like having stacks of blankets. If I happen to find more at a good price, maybe I'll grab those as well, even just to keep them in stockpile to have. During bad times, you lose power, heat. I mean, blankets are just great to have, not only for covering yourself, but if need be, you can close up doorways or windows and just close in and have one small room that you worry about keeping warm. And in an ideal world, I would have room and space and have just a couple dozen blankets laying around, even if they are just cheapy ones from the thrift store. They'll get the job done. So, not a bad idea. You get a chance, invest you in some extra blankets and keep them around. They'll keep you nice and warm and toasty. And even if you're just using it as a throw blanket on the couch, it feels good. I've always preferred the quilt type blankets over the soft comforter type because having dogs, their nails always just rip up the softer type. So the quilts seem to hold up better, especially with certain types of fabrics you get. You can feel them and just know that they're gonna do a lot better with dogs' nails. I mean, I have one quilt that I recently had to get rid of, but I had it for I think 15 years before it was just finally too ratty to use anymore. So it held up well, even with dogs laying on it daily. Um, but it makes them feel comfortable having blankets to lay on as well.